going on, guys? Anth here. So today I have a new video for you, and it is going to be my breakdown of the 2020 Arizona Senate race between Republican incumbent Martha McSally and Democratic challenger Mark Kelly. So Martha McSally is the incumbent U.S. Senator. She previously ran for the 2018 Senate seat. That was Jeff Flake's seat, and she lost to Kirsten Sinema. However, she was appointed to fill the remainder term of Senator Jon Kyl, who said he was retiring at the end of 2019, or at the end of 2018 going into 2019. So Martha McSally was appointed to fill the rest of that seat, and she was previously an Air Force pilot. Mark Kelly, he's the 2020 Senate nominee for Arizona for the Democrats. He is the husband to former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. Kelly was a NASA astronaut, and he was also a pilot in the U.S. Navy. So this race from 2018, this is the Kirsten Sinema versus Martha McSally race. This race was by far a pure toss-up race. It was kind of going back and forth who was going to win. There were some early signs in the polls that Sinema was doing well. However, up until this point, we hadn't seen a Democrat win in Arizona in a very, very long time. I think it was since the 80s or the 90s there was a Republican senator or a Democratic senator from Arizona. So Sinema beating McSally was definitely a surprise. And the reason why Sinema was able to beat McSally was the Republican turnout was lower in 2018 than the presidential election, makes sense. But Maricopa County, which I believe is this one, which has Phoenix, which has most of the population, its suburban tendencies turned out more for Kirsten Sinema in a way that it did all throughout the country, was suburban voters and suburban women voting more for the Democrats. And that's what helped Kirsten Sinema beat Martha McSally in the Senate race. So Martha McSally's approval rating. McSally has currently a 37% approval rating to 40% disapprove from the Morning Consult. So again, there is a margin of error, 3 points, so it's essentially tied. However, her disapproval rating is higher than her approval, which is a warning sign from McSally, seeing as she wasn't popular enough to win the Senate seat last time, and now she's more disapproved than approved of. So the election polling, the most recent poll from the OH Predictive Insights, Mark Kelly's 51, McSally's 42. NBC News from March 10th has Mark Kelly up 48% to Martha McSally's 45%. Monmouth University has Mark Kelly up 50% to McSally's 44%. And Emerson has Mark Kelly up 46% to 45%. So of these polls, the polling average is 48.8%, 48.75 to be exact, but I rounded up to 48.8. And Martha McSally has 44%. That gives Mark Kelly a polling advantage of 4.8% heading into the polls. What this means is there's still some undecided vote. However, it seems Mark Kelly's percentage of votes seems to be more secure and more likely he'll get those votes. So Mark Kelly is leading at this time. So Martha McSally doesn't have many endorsements. The only endorsement she has is President Trump. There aren't any other individuals who have announced their endorsement for Martha McSally yet, which I was really surprised by. Martha McSally, excuse me. And Mark Kelly, however, he has the endorsements of Kirsten Gillibrand, Brian Schatz, Gabby Giffords, former representative, and of course his wife, Ben Ray Lujan, who is a U.S. rep from New Mexico, who's also the candidate for Senate from New Mexico. Tom Mulherin and Ann Kirkpatrick are both congressmen and congresswomen from the state of Arizona as well. So my personal assessment of this race is I think at this time Mark Kelly is the favorite to win this race as of now. McSally lost in 2018 in a Senate race that was definitely winnable, and when she lost, she was instantly appointed to the other Senate seat, which is kind of seen as like a slap in the face of the voters. The voters just rejected her, saying they didn't want her, and the governor goes appointing her to a different seat to serve in the Senate. So I just think McSally already lost once. She wasn't popular when she lost. She's going to probably lose again. She isn't popular now. And Mark Kelly, honestly, with Gabby Giffords, is more popular than McSally is in Arizona. Arizona is starting to trend more Democrat. They voted for Kirsten Sinema in 2018. It probably vote for President Trump at the presidential level, but it's going to be very, very close. Could be its closest margin to date. And Trump being on the ballot, I would say it helps McSally. I know a lot of you in the comment section may disagree, but I think Martha McSally having President Trump on the ballot will help her out, but it won't be enough to help her win, I don't think. So here's my prediction for the race. I think Mark Kelly will end up winning the Senate seat from Arizona. I think he'll win with a plurality of the vote, 49.4%. McSally's 48.2%. Democratic turnout for the Senate will be down from 2018. Martha McSally will get more votes from 2018 with President Trump being on the ballot to help her out. However, her unlikability and disapproval in Arizona will still keep her from winning another 6 years, and Martha McSally will lose her second Senate race in 2 years. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a comment and like this video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.